I think the main report we have now is out of Boston Logan International Airport. Of course, we're going to get a better idea of how much snow fell in this region as we get in towards tomorrow, but this is a preliminary report as of tonight at 10:43 Eastern Time, or 9:43 our time. 23.8 inches, just shy of the 2-foot mark in Boston. That is a lot of snow. This honestly is a historic blizzard. I actually have a buddy who lives up in Boston. He sent me this photo this morning. Check out the whiteout conditions here. Just an impressive photo here. Snowfall rates were mighty impressive with this snowstorm. Now, we do have still a couple of snow showers in New England. Those are starting to push off towards the north. Winds are now moving offshore, so coastal flooding concerns are starting to reduce a little bit along the New England area. Now, ultimately what caused the storm was an upper level disturbance in the upper levels of the atmosphere. We are not dealing with this. In fact, it is pulling away from us. What we are dealing with is an upper level anti-disturbance, if you will. It's just an area of high pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere. We'll often refer to this as a heat dome, and we sure did feel the effects of that this afternoon. We made it up to 60 degrees here in the capital city. I did see a couple reports every now and again of 61, so it'll be interesting when the climate report comes out in the overnight hours if this bumps up to 61 degrees. But either way, still a very warm afternoon. Temperatures making it into the 60s for a good chunk of southeast Nebraska this afternoon. We're about 30 degrees cooler at this hour, however. 31 degrees the current temperature in Lincoln, 32 degrees in Beatrice, so a mix of upper 20s and low 30s. See Aurora sitting at 29 degrees at this particular point in time. Now, by the time we get towards tomorrow morning, I think we'll be bottoming out in the lower 20s. 20 degrees is our forecast low here in Lincoln, so upper teens to low 20s with a little bit warmer temperatures farther to the south. Some overnight clouds, temperatures still above average. Average lows in Lincoln for this time of year right around 15 degrees. We mentioned the potential for some clouds in the overnight hours. We can see them on satellite imagery, and there are more off to the northwest, and computer model guidance is not doing a good job at handling these clouds, but good news is we have satellite imagery, so despite Stormcast not showing much at 11 o'clock tonight, we know this is a lie. We are going to continue to have clouds into the overnight hours. 3 a.m. Stormcast not showing much. I still think we'll have some clouds by 3 a.m. Now, I do think Stormcast is doing a good job at showing clouds tomorrow morning. This is 11 a.m., looking at a mix of sun and clouds for the eastern third of the state, keeping a mix of sun and clouds tomorrow afternoon and evening as well. So some periods will have more clouds, some periods with more sun. Bottom line, we should be a little bit cooler tomorrow afternoon, looking for a high in the upper 40s. Another mild day, but again, slightly cooler compared to temperatures this afternoon. The mercury will go right back up on Monday afternoon, looking for a high to reach the upper 50s. And if we get a little bit more sun than what I'm thinking right now, some locations could easily reach the 60s on Monday afternoon. However, a cold front will arrive late Monday going in towards Tuesday, and that'll drop highs back into the upper 30s for Tuesday, kickstarting a much cooler pattern to close out next week. Here's Stormcast Monday, 7 o'clock. We have a cold front off towards the west, dividing warmer air to the east. We will be on the warm side of this system on Monday afternoon, as we just saw, but cold air is not far away. It's knocking on our doorstep, and it completely arrives for the day on Tuesday. The cold front shifts off towards our east, and Tuesday morning we'll be watching a band of precipitation developing off to our southeast. Here's the thing. This cold front will continue to push off towards the south and east, and as it continues to strengthen, we'll see more precipitation developing behind the front. It's getting awfully close to southeast Nebraska here. This model is not real optimistic of us seeing any snowfall out of this particular storm system, but it is a possibility. It's something we will be keeping an eye on over the next couple of days. Bottom line right now, while we are keeping the chance for snow on Wednesday, this doesn't look like it's going to be a blockbuster event. There's just a lot that is going against a major winter storm in the capital city. So, bottom line, we are mild over the next couple of days, but that cold front will drop temperatures for Tuesday, 38 degrees. Can't rule out a snow shower late. Snow possible again on Wednesday, high temperatures in the 20s. Kind of how cold we get beyond Wednesday is a function of if we have snow on the ground, and if we do have snow on the ground, how much is on the ground. Right now we're keeping just a little bit on the ground for Thursday and Friday before it would entirely melt off for the weekend. But stay tuned as we go into next week, as we will have updates as new information comes in.